Hello, everyone. We are deep in the jungles of Chult. Uh, so you guys stocked up and decided to head off towards the southern end of Chult, taking a ship passage. You hired a local dwarf as your guide. He claimed to know the location of Omu, but he asked for your assistance with either uh, with recovering some or all of uh, an old dwarven mine, forge, an old dwarven forge. Um, he would love if you could just recover a particular artifact that is important to his people, a set of gauntlets. But also, if you're able to recover the entire mine, that would be fantastic. On your way to that, you guys landed at the southern coast and traveled your way north to head through a mountain pass. As you were traveling, your travel was interrupted by a group of other local albino dwarves who recognized your guide, and you guys got to talking, and they had a slightly different idea. He was voting that we head straight for the mine or for the forge and try to take it back. These other dwarves suggested that perhaps there could be something useful down in this local mine nearby, the Wormheart mine. That would be helpful with taking the forge back. The downside is a dragon has taken up residence in this mine. You guys thought about it for all of, I don't know, 2 minutes and said, yeah, let's go fight the dragon. So so here we are, heading deep into the Wormheart mine. It's as a reminder of the scale here. It's a very tall pit, about 250 feet from the upper walkway all the way down to the bottom. There were a couple of offshoot caverns. It also descends very quickly, so I'm trying to keep up on people's elevation levels. We'll see how that goes. The professor has fallen off the ledge and is down on a lower walkway, a circuit of the mine tracks around. Sure.
Help him, he's fallen and he can't get up. Gotta press your life alert, man.
Which I don't think. Did I update this token?
I do
don't
think
I
actually
updated
Thoridne
this
is
token.
older than Benmus.
This one is dead.
And it's funny, I think Tenzien's the oldest of the entire group.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, he's like 170.
Oh, I thought it was like 180 something.
Oh yeah, then Thoridne might beat him out a little.
Gerald is not.
I don't
Smoke
have it
is
written
not.
down. We're all like the same same age, basically. Wow.
Oh,
So you are the oldest.
sure that wasn't just making a 7 into a 0 real quick?
You are officially older than your weight. How does that feel?
It just means you get to eat more, right?
I think that's how that works.
Okay. Okay, so quick, let's see, touch base on the combat here. Elevation levels are happening. Tenzien has decided to go for a stairwell instead of heading down the tracks, where he's been met by a number of kobolds rushing up that way, plugging the hole with Gonk at his side. The rest of you making your way forward as quickly as you can. Vorn as quickly as he can. There is another minecart behind you guys, which I believe is still there. We toyed with the idea of touching it, but nobody did, I don't think. Christina threw a large amount of grease for the wheels of the cart and covered this whole area in slippery grease. Beyond that, yeah, these kobolds exist on the lower layer, but I kind of copied them over for convenience. Just making sure I understand where everything is. That looks good. So this must be the walkway? Boy, I wish these maps had like convenient ways to tell where everything was in relation to each other. I think it's actually this. That makes sense. Cool. Just putting those there so you can see them, Professor. Sort of. Not that you can really see them.
Nathan, what we really need is for you to just figure out how to port everything to the Baldur's Gate 3 engine, and then we just play like that.
Play in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Get right on that.
I believe you.
All right. So we were in the middle of combat. Let's see. Professor, just because you've fallen down, I'll detail the landscape a little bit more. There is a waterfall to your north. There's a river that comes flowing into the cavern and is spilling down. It's still a little lower than you. You're about 75 feet up. The waterfall is coming into the cavern, and the river enters the cavern at about 60 feet above the ground, and then just falls down. And you can see below you a minecart track that heads across the bottom of the floor there. You can probably see the shadow of it where you are. And the river just flows down right onto the tracks. The tracks are maybe 25, 35, I'd have to check, feet above the bottom of the shaft. Yeah, 35 feet. The cart track is about 35 feet up above the bottom, and the water just flows through it and heads down and forms a big pool at the bottom of the cavern. So the water flows under this cart track that's around the outside of the circle, right? And then because that is the elevation on that's about 100 feet, so it's about 40 feet below this track. But then it's about 25 feet above the track below you that cuts in the cavern in half, and it falls just on and through the wood slats. Yeah. Okay. Let's kick off combat. Tenzien, I believe you were first. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's dive in.
As a reminder of myself, because I know I raged for the fight up here, but my rage did not last. Is that right? Through the
fight up here. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and I did not rage, so I think I am running into this without going a little angry. So I'm just going to start off and do my first strike against this kobold.
Okay. Make your strikes. I should probably have the kobold stat block open, huh? Yeah, right. 17 should hit off the top of my head. Yeah, easy. Easy. And 10 damage. Whack! And the kobold goes down.
Okay. And then seeing that it fell, Tenzin will move 5 feet forward and do his second strike for extra attack on this kobold.
Awesome. Hitting down. It's also down. Boom.
Okay. And then seeing that now that he has a little bit of space and that he can't, I guess, him looking around the corner, does he see any more coming up?
Yeah, there's this one here, and then there's some others starting to come up the stairs as well.
Okay, so Tenzin will stay here and then kind of waved and like grunts at Gerald and Smoke and like kind of motion that there's people coming up towards him, and then he will try and hold the wall.
And you know what? Actually, Tenzin, you'll see this. As you slice through just one hit, mowing him down, you could see that kobold that's actually on your map. He suddenly like just freezes in place and panics, and starts to turn around to sprint back down when it's his turn.
Okay.
You've actually started a little bit of a panic among the skittish kobolds.
Cool. Death above or death below? What do you want?
Right?
Okay. Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious. It's just, hey, we've gotten to the bottom, and then the dragon crashes on us. Like, oh fuck.
Definitely would be an epic way to start that fight.
Right.
Yeah. That is Tenzin complete with his turn because I don't really have anything I want to do with my bonus action, and I want to save my rage.
You raged. So bonus action rage.
Well, no, I didn't want to.
Oh, you're not raging. Okay.
I'm intentionally not raging for this in between sort of thing, because he wants to. He's thinking like, we got a dragon. I want to keep something in the tank for the dragon.
Okay,
somewhere.
perfect.
So yeah, but that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is this guy's turn. He takes his turn. Yeah, he's doing that. This guy is also off screen. You can't see him. Okay, cool. In that case, and then there's a third one. Where's the third one? Where are you? Oh, you're there. Okay, cool. Thoridne.
That would be my turn. Sorry, I was doing the baby redeem for Stamby. All right.
You have Spirit Guardians active.
Yes, I do. I'm going to go ahead and oops, that's not what I want to do at all. Go back. All right. I'm going to move 20 feet over here.
Okay.
To give some backup and also for the Spirit Guardians. And then actually, as I move down that way, though, I want to go ahead and I'll have to back up to see him. I think he's close enough. Oh, yeah. So as I'm moving this way, I want to also get this guy with a Sacred Flame. So if he can make a Wisdom
Which one, in the hallway?
throw?
In the hallway or down the
No,
track?
this one right here.
Okay.
There we go. I marked him.
Flame. Sacred Flame, deck save.
Yes.
Deck save, yeah. I really hope this comes over. Roll. Yes. Excellent. 16.
That's a save. He doesn't take any damage.
He succeeds? Okay.
As iridescent or radiant flames start and then fizzle out, or he's just able to step out of the way. All right, and then I finish my move and I'm there.
All right. Smoke.
Okay, so at the end of my last turn, I rolled a stealth roll. Would I have advantage on the same guy that Thoridne just hit?
Against him, what was your stealth?
26.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. You're hiding behind a barrel, ducked in.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep, you get one attack with advantage and then reveal your location. Yeah. Crit. Beauty.
Whew.
And sneak attack and all that, so he just dies. I don't even care how much damage you deal.
I want to see the dice explosion, though.
Yeah, explode it. Let's see.
Is there a way to do that quickly from D&D Beyond, or do I have to type it in?
Just hit the roll damages.
Well,
Underneath
remember
your
that
little thing?
wasn't working in
Oh.
chat, wasn't it? Oh, it clicked.
No, it didn't. I had to hit the damage button on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah.
add the. It didn't.
It
add
didn't
the
add crit. No.
It's okay. Crit. Yeah. How many dice was that? It was sneak attack is well. The damage is 1, and sneak
Yeah.
attack is 3d6, so it'd be another 4d6.
Right click doesn't work.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to hold you up while I type it all in. Anyway, bonus action, I suppose I will hide again.
Alrighty. There is a way in the browser extension to force it to roll crit damage every time, just so you can see the crit, but I'll let you find that. Yeah, you easily kill him without the crit. That bonus action hide 16. All right. And a kobold. Which kobold is this? This is the one on the stairs. So Thoridne, go ahead and roll damage for Spirit Guardians.
He has to make a Wisdom saving throw, though.
Yeah, but he has to take half damage, and you might just nuke him.
Oh, okay. Spirit Guardians, where is
I mean,
this?
even if he succeeds, it's half damage. So. Yeah, half of 20. Yeah, he's dead. He doesn't even. It doesn't even matter if it makes a save.
Doesn't even get the chance. All right. Well, that worked well.
Oh, I figured it out.
Yeah, Tenzien, panic on the stairs. The one that turns around to run. Thoridne comes up behind you, and you just see spirits come flowing out of the walls, like ancestor dwarves. Just hack him down.
They're all ancestor dwarves, but they all have the face of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So cursed. I can't.
Oh man.
Right. That was Smoke. That was a bonus action. Professor, you are in a unique position. You see a cart nearby. No, actually, you don't. You can hear them above, and you can hear them to the south of you. But you're not actually seeing any. No. Okay. Are you doing anything as far as potions or anything like that? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Good berry. You have 10 berries. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, it'll take an action to cast and then an action to eat one. So you're not actually able to eat one yet, but you have the 10 berries. Easy. Drop them in your pouch. Okay. Bonus action or anything for you? Movements? You said you're sitting down. Okay. Okay. I'm imagining you're just kind of crouching for a sec. You're not actually giving yourself the prone condition, unless you want the prone condition. Professor is prone. Okay. Exactly. Okay, Kobold. This is another one you can't see. Okay. Actually, some of you would. No, nope, never mind. You can't see this one. And that brings us to Christina.
Okay. Just hoping that Cobalt would move up and then try to slip on my grease.
Oh, right. He is out of initiative, isn't he? Was he one of the ones I removed from initiative on accident? I think he was. So let's roll him real quick. 10.
I think that still beats me.
That does. Okay, cool. We'll put him in initiative at 10 then. Would have been before the professor, but not that big a deal. Definitely behind Smoke. Cool. So he will. Let's see. One just got slaughtered. Let's see. Two just got slaughtered in front of him. He also panics and starts sprinting down the track away from you guys. And you see him duck. He goes about this far, and then you see him duck into a side corridor. I hope that makes sense. Like he goes south. I'm not entirely sure where your walls are, but he's down below, and you see him duck into a little corridor and disappear below.
Okay.
As he panics and runs. Yeah. Double check his elevation. That looks great. Okay. So what would you like to do, Christina, with your turn?
I am definitely not going to attempt to walk on my own grease. That is just a recipe for disaster. So I will go behind the rest of the party.
You're just gonna stand there?
Nope, I'm trying to move. There we go.
All right. Anything for Gonk?
Is there a space right next to Tenzien or no?
Next to no. This is a 5-foot hallway. Gonk is there. You could move through him if you'd like to get ahead.
Yeah, Gronk will advance down the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna put him there, just for a little 5-foot hallway.
Yeah. Can you give Gronk a dark vision, please? Because he does have that.
He does, but you don't when you're commanding him. So that's part of why I kept it that way.
Okay.
And you're just how far are you having him go down the stairs? Just like maybe 10 feet ahead of Tenzin, or you want him to charge down his full speed?
Nope. He's just gonna stay within close to the party because I cannot see what's down there. Can I grab this torch?
Sure. Yeah, a little offhand, just plunk it out of the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a shield or anything?
No. So Christina is going to switch to her rapier, and then it's going to take the torch in her offhand.
Fair enough. All right. That brings us to Gerald, I believe.
Cool. So how tall are is the tunnel that we're kind of making our way towards right now?
The tunnel that you're making your way towards, it's probably a good, let's see, it's probably a good 15 feet up.
Cool. So Vorn could go through the tunnel if he wanted to.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be kind of squeezing as he goes down the tunnel itself. But, you know what? Actually, no. He kind of an oddly shaped, it's like in between 5 and 10 feet, you know. I wouldn't consider him squeezing going through there, but it's a little too thin for 2 people to go abreast, if that makes sense. So the large creature wouldn't have to squeeze. Yeah.
Okay. And between Vorn and the professor, there's 100 feet, right?
Yes.
Would he take falling damage if he just jumped over the edge to go be with the professor?
He'd probably take some. But he can also mitigate it. You know, it's a lot easier when you intentionally jump. Down below where the professor is a wooden walkway.
Oh, so he would probably smash the walkway.
Perhaps.
Okay. Well, we're not going to risk that. So
it's about the same quality as the walkway up above.
Okay. So Vorn's going to come with us then. I guess Gerald's just going to go ahead and start making his way through people. And then Vorn will just move where he can.
Okay. Yeah, with difficult terrain, you can probably make it about there before you'd have to dash.
That's fine. Would I be able to move Vorn without bumping Smoke?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, then that's where it is. And if a enemy comes in sight, then I will throw a javelin at it.
Okay. So you're readying a javelin, Gerald is. Okay. Down below you, you can see a faint light coming up. Like there's probably some sort of chamber down there, and you can smell a little bit of smoke, things like that. There's probably a fire burning down there. It doesn't sound too dirty. It's kind of a clean smoke, like a campfire or a stove or something like that. But
okay. Gerald will kind of lean back behind him and say, "Hey, I smell smoke. Not our cat smoke, but actual smoke."
Love it.
Well, here's the problem.
Amazing.
Like, you wouldn't have seen smoke if it was actually smoke.
True.
It's that stealthy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, Tenzin.
So did all of the kobolds just take off down that I was hearing coming up?
Yeah, the ones you were hearing, and you had kind of seen one or two as well behind the guy that fell to the Spirit Guardians. They turned and sprinted away.
Okay, so Tenzin is gonna kind of keep up the chase. So he's gonna go here.
Okay.
That's 25.
Here, let me teleport you, if I can. Is it gonna let me? Why is it not working?
You had the measure tool, so I don't know if that's a thing.
Is that what's going on? I have it selected. Why won't it? You know what? Let's just do this. I'll just do that. Yoink.
Yoink! All right. So then that was 20. So I have 15 more. So
All right. The room kind of opens up. You see a fire smoldering in a pit in the middle of the chamber, with like lizards and bats and quippers slowly roasting on sticks propped around it. A couple of kobolds in this chamber. You can see them fleeing out the far side. You can also see the passage opening to the north to go back to the rail tracks. But the room kind of opens up. Yeah, lots of boxes and things. This is some sort of general living chamber, cooking chamber, things like that. Whatever the kobolds might use it for. Very low tech.
okay. I will then use my action to dash and then and up there.
Okay. You also very quickly, you without time to inspect it, but you see along the south wall is something kind of propped up there, like some sort of shrine or something. You'd have to spend time looking at it to get more info.
Okay.
But you sprint over there, making attacks. No, you dashed.
I dashed, so I can't do that. But when I get there, I'll like grunt up the stairs like, I was like trying to get them to follow me, sort of thing.
One sec. I broke initiative again.
Oh no.
I broke Tenzin.
Yeah, I am somehow still up there.
Well, let's try that again.
There we go.
Let's put you back in initiative. You don't happen to remember what your initiative was. I think it was 22.
Yeah, I was like 20.1 or something. Like, so because I was the very top.
Yeah. Cool. And these guys, elevation. You can see a chamber beyond the lots of barrels and crates propped up. You also see lots of like, I guess, sleeping piles, mounds of reeds and such, making little hovels here. And another kobold inside. He looks... Well, no, actually, I don't think you can quite see him yet. You would have seen him as you were running past, but you saw another kobold back in there, covered in little jars and straps and other stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay. Putting elevations on everyone. Which I believe that makes it his turn. Yes. As the kobolds ahead of you, Tenzin starts screaming and heading up the passage. The one inside the room steps a little forward to try and push you back as best he can. I had a stat block. There it is. And he hurls a small jar up and over the heads of the kobolds, where it explodes on the floor, and you see a large swarm of wasps comes soaring out into the space next to you. I thought I had a swarm. There's a swarm of insects. Rolls initiative. It's not a huge swarm. You would have expected a little bit more in the way of stuff, but the bag wasn't that big. Oh wow, he goes right after him in initiative.
All right.
Fantastic. Little swarm of wasps. And then he runs away. Okay. Swarm of wasps. They look very angry. They come buzzing out, and random roll.
I laugh if they got the kobold instead.
Nope, they're coming at Tenzin. Okay, because you're much bigger than these kobolds are. You're still a dwarf, but they're screaming and running away, and you're just a little bit closer as the insects come out. So they swarm. They have a reach of 0, so they have to enter your space, which I will try to offset them a little bit. There we go. And they just bite at you.
Okay.
Uh, 16 to armor class.
That misses.
That misses. Oh, right. You're doing great. And that is the insect's turn. That kobold is dead. Is that this one? Where is he? These guys are both in initiative, right?
Yeah, the one that's directly north of me is after the professor.
I don't think this guy's in initiative. Oh, yeah, he is. He's up now. Okay. And he tries to run away. No, you know what? He'll take a stab at you. With just like a little dagger. Just like a panicked dagger swipe. A 16 again. So
Did you roll? Does he get the advantage thing? Or is that with it?
From...
Don't
Oh,
these,
not from reckless attack. From pack tactics. You're right.
Pack tactics, yeah.
You're right. Let's roll it one more time. 14.
Because the 16 will miss still.
Right. Good point. They have pack tactics, as panic as they are. No, he still misses with the 16. And then he tries to run away.
Okay. As he leaves my square, I would like to opportunity attack. Hack at him.
Absolutely. A 9. A 9 actually misses.
Oh, darn.
The wasps are distracting and buzzing around your head. And he swipes at you. You duck back, and then just whiff as he darts away up the chamber.
It wasp a miss after all.
Right.
Go sit in the corner. Bad pun.
I'm already in a corner.
Professor, kind of keeping your eye on the surroundings as you catch your breath, you see a kobold come darting out and start running down the tracks. Mo? Yeah, he's running down the tracks, but he's across the way from you. Do you see him way off to your left? Oh, you see 2. Okay, as they're coming out of that chamber. Yeah. Okay. Well, it not your turn yet. I was just saying you see him over there darting. Okay. So he darts off. You see him run past, but then he continues on. Smoke, you see this as well. Well, and Vorn would, but Vorn's not really sentient, so or not super sentient. But Smoke, just over the edge, you see a kobold go running past like this way-ish, and disappears behind a rock wall. If that makes sense.
Yep.
But he's down below. He's on the lower track. Thoridne. Tenzin has sprinted off down the stairs.
Well, I guess I'm going to kind of start heading my way that as well. So 5, 10, 15. That gets me 25. That's my full move.
25? Okay.
25, and then I guess to get further down, I'd have to double move. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with my action and go 1 down, and then at this point, I can't see.
Okay.
So I have 20 more feet more movement. Oh god! Oh god! I see everything now. I said I had 20 feet of movement left. Hold on. Oop.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it won't let me like cut and paste you. And I had a module at one point that let me insta teleport, but it's not.
All right, and then that's really all I can do.
All right, you
Now that
see
I'm
a
down
kobold
here.
and engaged with Tenzin, and Tenzin is being surrounded by a swarm of wasps. A small swarm.
That's fun. Good for him.
He seems to be ignoring them though. They don't seem to bother him too much.
That seems to be on track record for Tenzin, honestly.
He flexes every time they sting him a little bit, and it's just like the flex just doesn't do anything. You know, can't get the skin.
All right, Smoke.
Okay, logistics question. How many feet will it take me to get past Vorn? If I wanted to go down the tracks.
You should be fine. You can typically move through the space of another creature if they're 2 sizes larger than you, regardless if they're allied or not. I'd say you can probably duck past.
Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to get here. And I'm going to use my fancy new boots to jump over the grease and land here.
Okay, remind me what they do.
These boots, I can jump 3 times the normal distance, though I can't jump farther than my remaining movement would allow.
All right, so you're essentially just moving. So that was 10 feet. Your strength is 6, so your jump distance is 6, but it's now 18. So that'll get you across.
And then I'm going to use my... Here, will that get me on the other map?
Your mic turned off.
My mic turned off? Can you hear me?
Ah, there you are.
Will this get me to the next level of the map, so then I can make an informed decision from there?
Yep, it's almost working. Okay, let's try this. If I do that, and then do that. Yeah, we'll just have you on there twice for the moment.
That works. Okay. Feline agility. I'm going to move an extra 30 feet.
Okay.
You run past
a rock tunnel, and you can see a room to your south. And as you run past, you see Tenzin down there chasing after kobolds.
Love that. I'm going to pop out here.
You see a small tunnel to your left with a number of kobolds running up it. You, I guess, would still be hidden.
Sweet.
Yeah, you probably would be, unless you're just popping out in front of these guys. But
Excellent. Okay. What I will do is I will then okay.
But they're coming right for you. They're running away from something.
I'm going to ready my... I'm going to stay hidden around the corner. So if you need me to roll another stealth check, let me know. But I want to ready my rapier for when the first one comes around the corner.
You're readying it. Okay. No, you had your little hide from before, so you're probably good on that front. These are kobolds. They don't notice shit.
I love that for them.
Okay. Now it is one of the kobolds. They're coming for you. So Smoke is no longer there, so I will put you in initiative at this, which is 10.18, and then get rid of this Smoke.
Oh, so we can delete it from one map? It deletes
Well, I didn't want to drag him across like I dragged Thoridne. You know, I had a little module that let me just, instead of having a token fly across the map, it would just insta teleport. But I haven't tried it since we upgraded to version 11 of Foundry, and it doesn't seem to be working. I will have to troubleshoot that. I'm gonna make a list. Troubleshoot token teleport. Troubleshoot chat damage. Things I still haven't been able to figure out. Okay. So that smoke is gone, yes? Why are you still in initiative twice?
I'm amazing.
The kobold comes running past. What was that? That was a 20 to hit? Yeah, easy. And your damage... Yep, there it is. You do reveal your location, but this kobold drops dead. And they are just screaming at the top of their lungs. Like all of the kobolds are now in panic mode, screaming, fleeing down the stairs. So that was his turn. You have revealed your location.
Totally fine.
He is now dead. Okay. Which brings us to the professor. You can now hear screams as, and you see smoke pop out and start stabbing a couple of kobolds. Well, no, actually, she's 75 feet above you. I don't know if you'd even see it. You just hear screams. But you did see a kobold walking near the edge as he ran north. You haven't exactly taken to hiding. We all saw you fall off the edge. Okay. Okay. You can just kind of thread it through. Oh, over here? He's 75 up. He ran northward. Yeah, you can pop on this side. You don't see him from here. You do see a large wall here, though. Kind of that same kind of just rock. It's natural rock, and they kind of dug a tunnel behind it. Oh, yeah, if you could just see him peeking out there. He's got a little cover. You can see him peeking out there. Take a shot at it. Cover is just a bonus to his AC. So, with a natural 1. I'm terribly sorry. You're shooting up. Yeah. The angles were not in your favor. Okay. You're going prone again? Okay, cool. I suppose you never got off from prone. You don't have a true bonus action hide. You'd have to take an action hide, which you shot your longbow. Rogues.
Actually, speaking of, wouldn't he have another shot?
Good point. Rangers have extra attack at level 5. If you'd like to make another shot. 15 will hit, even with the cover. So, that is 9 damage to him. He takes the hit, and he does not go down. He's covered in all sorts of baubles, carries a stick. Kind of looks like one of those inventors from the cavern up above. But he takes a nice hit. Excellent. Okay.
I love the idea of Professor Bimbus just going like, yeah, it's floor time. And he's just laying down on the floor after shooting people.
Floor time is a great just set of words.
Listen, man, we talk about it in the office all the time.
Panic, panic. Okay, so this is the kobold next to Tenzin.
I don't have an OA, so you can just go.
Yeah, I think he's panicking. He's just gonna try and dash. He's not even gonna swipe at you. But he's gonna run north to try and split the thing. Sees Thoridne coming and goes, panics, and tries to run north. Gets about there, sees smoke.
He's having a bad day.
He's having a bad day. Yeah, he's just in full panic mode. He's just sprinting. But he's gonna, and he pops out in time to see smoke down one of his fellows. And he's gonna keep running past. How far was that? That was 25, so that's 30. And he keeps going.
Can I get an attack of opportunity?
No, because you readied your action and used your reaction.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay.
Oh, you're right. I didn't ask. I didn't ask you back. I completely spaced on it. I'm sorry. And even if you didn't, I tell you my favorite anime and light novels definitely. Well, I am reading that and I didn't read. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
It took me a second. I was like, you're probably streaming, talking to his chat, aren't you?
I'm so sorry. I'm normally pretty good at that.
I was like,
All
man,
good.
what does anime have to do with Smoke's reaction? I'm here for it.
I mean, if you think about it, Smoke is probably the most anime character of us all. So
This is
Absolutely.
fact, actually.
And animation at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, panic, sprint, double dash. That is his turn. Let's see, elevation is going down again. He's at about 125. Christina, you can see a little bit of this as kobolds go sprinting down the chute down this way, or at least a kobold does. But but you're actually kind of back in the cavern, so you can just kind of catch it on your periphery, way across the cavern down below. You can see a kobold running.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Thoridne, Tenzin, everyone's run ahead of you down the ladder.
Yep. So I'm going to dash to get to the rest of the party.
Okay. So let's see. You have a 30-foot movement.
Yep.
About
So
there. And then dash will get you. Yoink. If I 5. What's your initiative? 5? Okay.
And then as I pass Gonk, come along, Gonk.
10, 15, 20. 20 gets you there, so you got 10 more feet on your dash.
Okay. And I'll put me right.
You can
There.
step on the boxes. They're more artwork than anything.
Okay.
You can go there. Yeah.
And then Gonk would be right behind me.
5, 10. Whoops. 15, 20, 25, 30. He's also got his action still. I think. Is that how Steel Defenders work? I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to use his dash then, and then he is going to go up right next to Tenzin.
Going up next to Tenzin? All right. Tenzin
Yep,
is being
right
surrounded by
there.
a swarm of wasps right now.
I have
Right.
anything.
Is it not working? Not moving? There it goes.
And I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Gerald?
All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my movement and then use my action to dash so I can just catch up with everybody. And then same for Vorn.
Okay, 20 gets you there. So 25, 30. That's a movement.
Oh, cool. I thought I had way longer to go. That's nice.
So your action, so that's your full movement, but you can dash if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move or dash over to
Okay, and that was 15 feet. So you
Yep.
get another 15 if you'd like.
No, I'm good there. And then just go ahead and get Vorn in here too.
Vorn's coming down the stairs? All right. What's
Yep.
his speed?
30.
30? Okay. 5, 10, 15. Let's plop him at the top of the stairs, I think. With a movement. He should have actions if he'd like, though.
Yeah, I think he's good for now.
Okay. Proceeding combat. Okay. Alrighty. It's just easier to let you do Vorn on your initiative instead of rolling him his own. Okay, Tenzin. Top of the round.
I guess mechanically, can I just swat these guys, the swarms, with my axe? Try and kill it?
Where's the other inventor? Oh, he's up there. Yeah, you can just swat through him. Easy enough. It's not even a full swarm, so 21 will hit.
11
and you deal. That is the exact amount of HP they had left. You just go just swing it through with your axe like a perfect fly swatter with the side of it, and the swarm is dead.
Okay.
That was fun while it lasted.
So I get to here, and that's my movement to get. Oh, did I miscalculate how the thing went?
What's your movement? 40?
35.
35? Diagonals are doing you in. You can
Okay.
get up here. There is like a wall in your way, though.
Can I reach through the wall since there's these gaps? You can see like that?
You might be able to shoot something through it, but not with an axe.
Oh, darn. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just stay here since I can see Smoke, and like Smoke now probably can see me on the other side. Like, we got him. Sandwich.
All right. Let's see this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's the elevation there? Okay. 30 is his movement. Professor, above you, you see a kobold running down the steps, or running down the rail. Let me see his perception. He sees you, but you're also going to be really hard to hit prone. And actually, does he have anything? I think all of his range stuff is thrown. Okay. And 20 feet? That's not 20 feet. He will dodge. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to take the dodge action. So I don't know what a good icon is for that. I suppose the flying icon? Sure. He's going to take the dodge action. Kobold next to Tenzin, sort of next to Tenzin. Around the wall from Tenzin. Panicking. Saw Smoke. Yeah, he's also going to sprint past. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He gets about there. Oh, no, wait. He can dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? Myself how this works. Okay. That's a 125 elevation. This guy in the hallway comes up next to Smoke, 5'10". And whacks at you with a stick. And as the stick comes swinging towards you, you can see on the tip of it, he's also got the same ingenuity and has a live scorpion just strapped onto the end of it. And he tries to swipe at you with the stinger. The attack roll is not pack tactics because the other guy's in here. So that is a 5. That's a natural 1. Natural 1 as he swings at you with a scorpion on a stick. And then he keeps running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets about there.
Talk about a miss and run.
That's Thoridne.
Yeah, it's my turn. All right. I can kind of see Kobold's movement through this little gap right here. And I don't know where Tenzien went, I guess, other than down the hall. All I can do
went
is
to the left.
move. Yeah, I can only double move. Is it possible for me to squeeze through this little section?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a spike barricade kind of, but that other kobold just slipped right past it real easy. Yeah, you can run through there. It's fine. Make a you know what? Actually, make a perception check for me, Thoridne.
Okay, I'll start with that. Perception. Boom, got 20.
You can see in this room kind of an odd shrine piled up there. There's lots of food stores in here as well as cooking things around the campfire. A lot of you guys can kind of see this too. And as you go running towards the hallway here, something kind of catches your eye. You see around this spike barricade that's here, there's lots of straps and everything holding it together, and it's very haphazardly put together, and you can see a lot of straps like hanging off and running too. But you just notice that there's a handful of them laying on the floor that seem rather taut. Like it gets your spidey sense going. You're like, oh shoot, is this gonna fall apart? Like, am I gonna step on this weird? So running through there, you can choose to avoid all of that stuff as you run past.
Okay.
If it happens to be dangerous, you're like, something seems really taut in here. I'm just gonna not touch it as you run.
That sounds like a very Thoridne way of thinking. I'm gonna go ahead then. I'm gonna move 20. I'm gonna just move 25 feet over here, and then I'm gonna do my double move and I guess squeeze through. So it's gonna take double the movement.
No, it's not a squeeze. You can just move.
Okay.
You can treat this as a whole wide hallway here.
And then that's another 10. There we go. Oh, hello, Smoke. Everything all right? Not hurt or anything?
Nope, having a great time.
Excellent, excellent. I do think this Kobold Inventor is technically within my aura.
That was
barely.
Were you double moving?
I did double move, but that's all I can do. That guy right there. I can't do anything to him. I'm saying that he's, I think, in my aura, so when it's his turn again, he's going to take damage.
What's your movement speed? 25?
25, and then 25.
You can get there if you want to.
Oh. Sure. I'll take that.
That's definitely in the aura for both of them.
Let's go. All right.
All right, Smoke. You have your reaction back.
I'm going to swing at the inventor.
All right.
$14 to hit.
14 hits. That's a lot of damage. 7 hits him. It does not take him down.
Totally fair. Okay. And then I think what I'll do is I will actually bonus action disengage.
You're not really going to be able to move through their squares, through hostile squares.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, in that case, I will end my turn here.
Oh, look, there's Benmus.
Yeah, if they were 2 sizes larger than you, which actually they're small as well, so definitely not moving through. But if they were large, you could move through, or if you were a halfling and they were medium. But yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm here.
Okay, that's the so bonus action. Anything else or no? There's no point. All right, Professor. Okay.
Nathan, I'm sorry. Could I bonus action insightful fighting? I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Sure. Tell me about it. What is?
It is, I make an insight check against a creature I can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against that target, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Who are you doing this on?
The inventor.
Inventor. All right. Make your insight.
Of course.
Wow.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Oh well.
He is too wily for you with his -1 charisma.
It's that scorpion swinging around on a string. It distracted me.
Scorpion stick makes you stick.
I'm sorry, Professor. The first one is a 9 that misses. The second one is a 16. Beautiful. And it pops him just right in the middle of the chest, and you see him collapse backwards out of your sight because he's above you. But you're dropping prone again. I love it. I love it. It's brilliant. All right, that brings us.
Need to get you the athlete or feat, so it only takes 5 feet of your movement.
Thoridne, go ahead and roll Spirit Guardian's damage, if you would, please.
Can do. All right, Spirit Guardians is over here. Bam. The DC is saving throws. Wisdom's 15. Oh, it just says
Nope.
there.
Half damage killed him. He's out.
Hey, let's go.
This little kobold right here.
He couldn't quite make it.
Couldn't quite make it. As they run away, you guys are chasing them down. So, Christina.
So Christina is curious because she sees this possible walkway over here, and it's a dead end.
Yep, more foodstuffs, more storage.
And then you do 20. She's going to look down this hallway. And that must be the kitchen.
There, you can actually see food cooking around this fire in here and this fire over here. So there's kind of lots of storage. There's more bedding over here. This doesn't look like it's a proper cooking area, but more like a sleeping area.
Okay.
There is some storage and stuff everywhere, but when I say bedding, I mean like piles of reeds that look like they've been smushed and sat in and slept in. But yeah, they don't have proper beds, so to speak.
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Could I get an attack of opportunity on that kobold that ran away?
He did not run away. He died to Spirit Guardians right in front of you.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome. Yeah. He got ran over.
Going to dash and
Amazing.
I'm going to go over here to try to catch up with the rest of the party. Come on, Gerald.
All right.
We're getting left behind. And Gronk is going to
Christina,
dash and
could
try
you
to
make
get to
me
the
a
party.
perception check?
A perception check. Yes, I can.
22. Okay. You moments before you saw Thoridne head this way, which is how the direction you're going to follow. And you saw him like pause briefly and kind of step a little awkwardly. He didn't just go running past the hallway. He kind of stepped awkwardly through this tunnel. And coming up on it, you see some of the same stuff he saw. It's like some of the straps and everything that's holding everything together, some of it's scattered around this area. Some of it seems suspiciously taut in the area. And you saw Thoridne kind of stepping over it, and you're like, well, I'm not sure what it's connected to. You're not sure Thoridne knows either, but it might be safe just to step over that stuff as well. So you kind of step over some strange taut wires and straps in this area.
Okay.
Just throwing that out at you. Yeah. And then Gonk.
I'm on yell back to Gerald. Watch your step. It looks like it's a trap.
Can you control Gonk? Yeah, okay, good. Just making sure. And you can see just behind you, Christina, just like right here is that grease splatter up the tracks.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to Gerald.
Cool. Yeah. So again, move and fully dash so I can join the rest of the party or get as close as I can. And same for Vorn. So.
Okay. Oh, but you're going to follow Tenzien? Okay. This area looks like it might be a little tight for Vorn, and you would have known this coming through.
Yeah. So
he could squeeze it for sure.
Okay.
It's just like a half speed.
Would he be able to gracefully avoid the spiky trap, or no?
Maybe. You're not entirely sure of the spiky trap either.
Yeah.
He could try it. Give me a give me a Vorn perception. What is Vorn's step? His perception would be +0, I believe.
I think so.
If you wanted to go through.
I don't have a perception for him, so do you just want me to roll wisdom?
His wisdom is 10, so... Well, I'm sorry, are you going to have him go through?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just roll a d20. Absolutely incredible. It rolled as a secret roll. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, it came through on Boundary.
Okay, cool. And he just goes barreling right through. And Christina, as you carefully step over the wires and make your way through, guiding Gonk across, you see Vorn coming up behind you. Doom, 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 doom. And just barrels right through the barricade, kicking it aside. And you look up and, dodging in time, you see a large log that had been tucked into one of the rocky crevices above comes swinging out, and it's got like nails and other pieces of wood all strapped onto it, making it very spiky, and it comes and just slams down towards Vorn. Vorn, dexterity saving throw, please. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It's great.
Vorn takes 7 piercing damage as it slams into him and knocks him prone to the ground.
Okay.
Super exciting. Super exciting. But Vorn's prone there. That probably uses up all of his movement for sure.
That's fine.
All right. And you moved, and Tenzien is at the top.
Alrighty. So I can't pass through this gap. I have to run around it.
You'd have to run around it, yeah. You see a couple of the kobolds dead. One of them's dead here, on the ground here. The other one's there. One has gotten really far ahead there.
Okay, and then I'll just use my action to dash, and I'll just basically go here to be in the front side of this inventor to kind of stop him from escaping a little bit.
Cool.
That will be it for my turn.
Thoridne, you roll Spirit Guardian's damage.
I can do that.
14. And he drops to the
That's amazing.
I like this spell. It's really good.
Spirit Guardians is fantastic.
It's very good.
Against crowds of low-level enemies? Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Even if you can keep up the concentration, even against some high-level enemies, that's still a lot of damage it can put out.
And reduction of speed, so they can't get away.
Yeah, half speed for enemies.
Yeah, I just need Warcaster now, so that way I get double saving throws to concentration checks.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Kobold takes off sprinting, not knowing what's in store for him.
Oh.
And by that, I mean the professor.
Is this the same one that's been having a very bad day?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, yeah. I think this is the one that got away from Tenzien, and then Smoke used her reaction on somebody else, and so he ran past Smoke. Like the luckiest motherfucker running past.
Oh God.
Make sure you don't use the same rhythm. You must break it up. Blend in with the desert.
All right, well, let's move there first. That's 25 feet of movement, and that's another 25 feet of movement.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to say one more thing, and you can use this knowledge on your turn, Thoridne.
Okay.
Down below.
Uh-huh.
You hear some noises, you hear some scrabbling, and you can see below you a group of kobolds running. I don't know if you can see in the artwork. There's like a track down below.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. You can see them running on this track from the south and trying to go this way. They don't make it that distance, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But they're out in the open, maybe about here-ish.
I mean, I can't do anything about them. They're too far away.
Just letting you know, you can see them way down there.
Okay.
They're running as fast as they can.
Up the tracks
okay. This way. Yeah. They came from the south and are continuing on. But I'm just going to give them the same initiative as this last guy who's alive. Unless something comes to pass of it, but it's easier. All right, Thoridne double moved. Smoke. You all can kind of see this. They're not super stealthy down there, but they are a distance out. You guys are about 125 here, I think. Yeah.
I'm going to heft out my short bow. I'm going to take a shot at our kobold friend over here.
The one who's running?
Yeah. He got away last time.
All right, take a shot.
Not today.
15.
The distance is 55 and 25 down. Okay, yeah, you're in range. 15 hits. No sneak attack, but 10 damage anyway, drops him.
Excellent. And then I will, if we're remaining in combat, I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Yeah, if you guys are going to continue to pursue down, you can. We can stay in combat and do that. Otherwise, these kobolds are intending to just run up this minecart and disappear into some tunnel down below. But I don't know if you guys are going to pursue them. So we can stay in combat if you'd like.
I guess, quick question. As they go like so, are they going down the corkscrew so they're losing height, or are they gaining height? They're coming up to meet us.
They're not actually on the corkscrew.
Oh, okay. So they're actually on the ground.
They're on like a raised cart that's about 35 feet above the No, 25 feet. 25 feet above the base, but it's like just kind of a level cart that heads off into and disappears into a tunnel that goes off into the mountain.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of see where it hits the wall there. The waterfall is falling down onto these tracks, so they're gonna have to like run through the water on their way out. But yeah, that's the direction they're running. So they're not actually on the what you call it, the spiral. Sure.
If
What
only.
level is that? 8? 800? Yeah. Mistra has taken away our 10th level spells. I'm so sorry. That would solve the oil crisis.
That bitch.
All right. So Christina, I suppose it's your turn. Well, no, Professor. Professor, it's your turn. If you're doing anything. From your position, no. You can hear more below you. Sure, which direction are you going? Oh, you're looking down. You're just rolling over the edge here. Okay. Yeah. Takes like a little 5-foot step. You can see some kobolds 50 feet below. You can kind of see them as they run. Okay. You just shoot fish. Closest one first. Okay. 18 hits, drops him. Screams. 12. 12 hits. 4 does not drop him. You believe it?
I think that's the first kobold, like regular kobold, that's not died in a single hit.
I think it is. All right. Christina. Now it's finally your turn. I'm so sorry. I kept saying your name like 6 times.
No problem. All right. Let's see here. Right there. Christina's going to dash to try and just follow in the warpath that is the party.
60 would get you about there. Just because you're having to go around, or yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess you could get there. Yeah, that would work. Kind of running along the edge.
Yep.
Yeah, that could work.
So seeing them down there, that is should be within bow range. Actually, no, we're 100 feet, 125 feet. Well,
You're at about 125 right now.
okay.
So you're about a flat 100 feet ish.
And that'll be a disadvantage if I try to use my crossbow.
Hmm.
Okay, she's just going to continue along and follow the party.
Yeah. If you'd like to, you could probably move all the way up to just below Thoridne, just next to him, with your 30 feet of movement. You don't have to, though. I'm just saying you could.
Come on, Gronk. It's not letting me. Come on, Gronk.
Let's see. That's 10. That'd be 20. Oh, but his movement speed's 40, isn't it? He could overtake you if you want him to.
Nah, he'll go that far.
Because he could get about there if he wanted to. Yeah. Okay. That brings us to Gerald. The party has left.
I see that as I'm surrounded in darkness again. So,
no.
I took the torch with me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just
is there no light where you are?
There should be,
There is by the fire and the like torch at the entrance, but like the rest is all darkness.
that should be a light source, and so should that.
I just said that.
So hallway ahead of you that Thoridne just ran down. If you want to come out that way.
Yes. Gonna do that. Oh hey, Vorn.
He's flat on his back. You see a hanging wood log.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my dash to kind of catch up with Tenzin, and then have Vorn stand up, and then also dash to catch up with us.
Okay. I'll control Vorn. 5,
Thanks.
10, 15. And then he gets to dash for 30. Yeah, he could like end up ahead of you guys, kind of. I know it's kind of wibbly wobbly because we're all moving in tandem, but we're not. Sure. Why not?
Cool. And that's my turn.
Tenzin.
Tenzin will point to like this alcove, and then he'll basically say, kind of like grunt towards, get in there, and then wait, sort of thing. And so he will then just.
I'm not going to cost you the difficult terrain on Vorn.
Okay.
So.
Cool. So, yeah, well, and like if I go, because I'm gonna dash and everything too, so I'm gonna be in here. And basically, as he's running by, he'll like tap people's shoulders and like point to go into this little alcove to like huddle up, and then before he goes around the corner, he'll wave at Benmis, and then he'll like wave him back to also come towards this alcove so we can kind of like regroup.
Yep. This alcove seems slightly more organized. It's still kobolds, but this is where the winged kobolds emerged from before, the Urds. And so you see things are a little straighter in here. The bedding is a little nicer. Just like fluffier. There's more reeds, more padding, that kind of thing. And some separate food store barrels and boxes and stuff like that down here. So yeah, you got this alcove here.
Yep.
That's your turn, communicating with everyone, going, hey, reconvene up here.
Yep.
I would assume just about everyone could see that except the professor.
Well, he waved at the professor as he was walking by, like before he went around the corner, sort of thing. He waved at the professor and was like, come back up here, sort of thing.
Did he see you around the pillar?
Well, the professor's right here. Right? So like I was like as I was probably passing Vorn, maybe I'll wave at him. It's like, hey, come up, sort of thing.
From about 50 feet up, yeah. Okay. That brings us to the kobolds down below as they run. Let me see. How far can they get? This guy can definitely get into the tunnel. The far back one would be right at the entrance to the tunnel. So he'd be like right, I don't even know how to say it, but the back corner one would be like just in the entrance of the tunnel. You could just see him. The other ones would be disappearing into it. So if someone really wanted to take a pot shot, Professor, I don't know that you could from your position, your platform here, just the elevation's causing problems. The only person that maybe could with their angle is like Christina, but her crossbow doesn't quite have the range, I don't think. But you can see them, Christina, as they run through. Oh, and vision is gone because they run through a waterfall. So never mind. So they disappear through a waterfall up into some tunnel that you can kind of see is there, but the visual's horrible. And that's pretty much combat there. Yeah, we'll drop out of combat for the moment.
Okay, that was what I was about to ask.
Professor, unless you're sprinting straight down to start fight. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Oh, I deleted somebody. Oops, I deleted Gerald. Okay.
Well,
He's back.
Gerald is now Vorn. They've fused and become one.
A sentient shield guardian. You know how powerful that is?
Yeah. Are you willing to give up some limbs?
Edward.
Right.
You have to pry it out of his own dead hands, my man. So good luck killing him first.
Thoridne.
Christina's going to check this room for supplies.
That's what I was also going to do. I'm going to do an investigation. I'm going to do bad at it, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I will help you. So
No, you should probably do it yourself.
Thoridne,
Just saying.
how long does Spirit Guardians last? Is it 1 minute, 10 minutes?
It's 10 minutes, I thought.
Okay.
Well,
I'll let
back up again. It is 10 minutes.
Do you think we're sprinting downstairs before that 10 minutes is up?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Okay, cool.
Probably
Well,
not.
we're
To be honest, I
investigating
think
for a
we're investigating, and we're going to slow it down a little bit. We did a lot already.
I'll come to the professor in just a moment. So investigating this room, yeah, like I said, there's actually surprisingly not a whole lot of what you'd think of as treasure or anything like that. You do find little knickknacks, pieces of glass, shiny stones, things that you imagine would be very valuable to a kobold, that they might find very interesting, very shiny.
Well, obviously the actual valuable stuff is with the dragon.
Yeah, but assuming it's true, there's a dragon in here. It looks like the dragon claims most every treasure. So the kobolds keep for themselves what the dragon doesn't want, which is things without actual value. You do recall there was that weird little shrine back here that you passed by back in the kitchen. But that's up 50 feet back where the trap knocked Vorn over. Speaking of Vorn, regeneration, back to full. He's, easy.
Sweet. Is this a waterfall that goes under the tracks, or is it like an actual tunnel?
Right. So the water, it's not really a tunnel you'd be able to traverse, so to speak. It's just a little short, it's basically just filled with water. But it spills out as a waterfall and falls over the edge. You guys are about 100 feet up right now. The waterfall's at about 60 feet. So it's below you. It's down about 40 feet as it spills out down into the chasm below. You can see a pool of water pooling right there. It falls over a set of tracks and pools all the way down at the bottom. But yeah, the waterfall is about 60 feet above the chasm floor, which is 40 feet below you.
Perfect. Okay. I'll wait for the rest of the group to catch up then, and then I'll keep making my way over towards the professor.
All right.
Also keeping an ear out just to make sure no one tries to run up and sneak up on us.
And Tenzin's kind of at that doorway, also listening. I guess he was intending to be ahead of most of the party, trying to listen for anyone coming up.
You do see another cart here as well.
We might need to use it to get the professor down.
You guys are still above the professor, by the way. Yeah.
Shall we maintain our momentum?
No. Hold for a second, smoking friends. So, are you guys moving on before Christina and Thoridne investigate the chamber?
Oh, I thought that Thoridne had caught up and they were done investigating.
Okay, but you guys are going to hang around with them, right?
Well, that is what I thought as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So while that's happening, before you guys move on, Professor, what are you up to? Are you just sitting up there trying to observe as much as you can? Or are you going to reconvene? You don't see any more kobolds coming. The ones that escaped in that tunnel, those are the last ones you heard. Or the last ones that you've obviously seen or anything. You don't see any more coming down. The sounds of battle from above have really kind of died down. Are you muted? Jason? Did we lose you? Okay, so you're going to sit there and eat your berries and wait for something to show up. Okay. Fair enough. So you guys, well, for about a minute or so, it's probably going to take about 5-10 minutes of investigating the room and like settling in for a moment, making another game plan is what I'm picturing, unless you guys are trying to move on much quicker.
The only reason that I would like my thinking is that, look around. I had a 12 on my investigation. I didn't see anything that really stuck out. I'm like, we should probably at very minimum go check on Benmus, or at least Thoridne will. So at that point, then he would start kind of moving his way down that way, and I'm assuming that's around the same time that maybe Smoke was. So that's what maybe it's about half that time. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm just thinking if the professor only hangs out for a minute, but you guys take 5 or 10 in the room. I'm just seeing if the professor just sits and waits, or
I'm gonna say it takes about 5 minutes.
Jason, you're just gonna sentry the whole time.
Yeah, I'm just doing a quick.
Okay, so the professor's not
scan.
moving. Cool. So you guys can do whatever you want. Okay, so what about the other 4 minutes until the rest of the party moves on? Are you just going to sit in sentry there? You're actually moving ahead on your own. Okay. This will be fun. I would say as they're investigating, I would say Tenzien and probably Smoke, as you two are standing there on the edge, especially Tenzien looking out, you see the professor emerge from the south side of the pillar. He's out on the platform where he fell. Kind of licking his fingers, chomping on something, his bow in the offhand. Exactly. And you see him kind of move forward. He goes. You see him disappear behind these rocks right here. The cavern edge. Why is it not pinging? It's not pinging for some reason. But you see where he's at. There we go. And then he slowly starts slinking down. So partway into the investigation, you guys actually kind of see the professor, but he's not coming to join you.
I'm going to tell the group, we're losing the professor. He's going down.
Oh, I guess we should go and follow him, huh, before he gets us into more trouble.
Yeah, probably. And then I'll smoke at least.
It was more 70 feet, but
Yeah. We're worried about the problems he's going to cause us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always.
There was that time that you got mystified by the crystals and teleported into a jail cell. Oh.
All right. Fair enough. So the professor's scouting a decent ways ahead, but you guys catch on pretty quick and decide, hey, actually, we should go. Is what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Like as soon as Smoke sees the professor start moving, she'll let the group know and she'll start making her way after him.
Making my way.
I will also follow.
All right.
Christina will
Tenzien
follow,
will go
not
too.
seeing anything of use.
If only.
Amazing.
All right.
There we go. I try.
Good point. Professor, are you stealthing as well? All right, give me stealth. See what we do. Incredible.
Amazing.
As you descend lower.
How did I do better than Smoke?
Smoke is distracted.
Tenzin's ready.
Jeez.
As you descend lower, the waterfall is actually making a lot of noise. You can hear it pouring out. The sound of crashing water is much louder at this elevation. You can see it throwing up mist as it falls, especially because it clatters on one of the cart tracks below, and the sound is just getting much louder. You actually think that might be aiding you a little bit as you go down the steps. You're like, wow, it'd be kind of hard to hear anything approaching. It's kind of going to be kind of hard for you to hear anything approaching also, as that they're being stealthy, but right. And you come down.
Can I also keep just a passive eye out for traps? I mean, I'll roll to look like, but that's what I want to mean. Like, keep up a perception, just making sure there's no like tripwires or anything ahead of us.
Smoke will as well, but I imagine if there are, the professor might trip them.
Lol. There we go. That's what I'm gonna be dealing with, which is literally just my passive.
And Professor, as you get about here, you can see the cart tracks start to split. You're pretty sure you recognize this, though, from when you were above looking down. The left track just goes to a stopper at the bottom, and the right track is that elevated 25-foot track that you saw the kobolds running across. In fact, one of the dead kobolds, well, once you get around the corner, you'd see a dead kobold there. To your left is a cavern that goes into the rock. Now that you see it down here, you're pretty sure they were running out of this cavern and away across the tracks to the north. Are you pausing here to wait for the party to catch up? Or okay. Perceptions, please. Or for you. Yeah, perception. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are, well, with stealth, yeah, you're maybe like a minute behind the professor, unless combat breaks out, you start sprinting. That's the way I'm seeing this. So, good point. The rock actually, it stopped higher up. It came barreling down the tracks and got about here where you guys are, and then you can see that the rock has slammed into the back wall, way back here. So it clearly disrupted the kobolds that were hanging out in here. But that's a good point. The rock that knocked over Vorn up above slammed there. Professor, which way are you going? Into the little room? Okay. This, as you peek into the room, I'm going to bring you about here. Yeah, I'm going to bring you out here. This cave looks out over a much larger cave there. There's a cliff that you can see that is about 25 feet. This is, you're on the top of the cliff. Yeah, you're on the top of the cliff as it looks down. The platform you're on looks down to a much larger one. The sound of the water crashing behind you is much muted as you come in. You can also see immediately to your right, well, I guess to your west, there's a number of pegs hammered into the rock wall. And hanging from these pegs are 4 ferocious-looking wooden masks and 4 capes made of like scaly dinosaur hide that's been dyed a bright red. Nope. Is anyone here? Unless you move your way further into the cavern. Okay. Okay. You start crawling out, and the rest of you, I'm gonna move you around just because. Yay! Explore the cavern. Whee! Delete the professor. Whee! Just flying you around. What is for the rest of you? Actually, let's do this real quick. What is the marching order? You could go 2 wide if you'd like to, but what is your intended marching order? I imagine Tenzin at the front.
He would try to shove his way up there, yeah.
I mean, Smoke's not waiting for anybody, so if he's waiting for Christina to finish up her investigation, Smoke's already gone as soon as she sees the professor start walking.
And I think Tenzin's the same, so I think the 2 of you are just heading off town together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once Smoke told that the professor's moving on, Christina will follow suit.
Yeah. Like I said, and then just making sure to keep track of like potentially any traps.
Gerald, what's your preferred order here? Are you moving on quickly before the Thoridne and the Christina catch up, or are you intentionally taking the back?
Intentionally taking the back.
Okay. You and Vorn hang up the rear. Cool. We'll do a marching-ish order like that. About 2 wide-ish. Unless you care to string out. But I'm just going to move you with that order to the next map. So, here we go.
Also, Master Dwarves, this will definitely help with the next battle as she casts a level 2 spell of Longstrider on the 2 drawers right next to her.
Okay.
You're gonna make me go 45 feet around, my boy. I am gonna stomp people's faces. Exactly. And then after I get done grunting, it's smash, smash, smash.
Yeah, so the target speed is increased by 10 feet until the spell ends, and this will last 1 hour.
All right. Longstrider was on the professor? No, I'm sorry. On who? On Thoridne?
On Theodorn and Ensign.
And Tenzin. Okay, 2nd level.
Yep. So
All
I
right.
can cast it on 2 targets.
The 2 dwarves. 2 dwarves get a 10-foot increase. Nice.
I feel younger and spry already.
For 1 hour. Nice. I love Longstrider. It's even more broken than Baldur's Gate. That's great. Professor, you don't hear the people behind you. And those of you behind, actually, you're not entirely certain which way the professor went. But as you were circling around, you don't think you saw him pop out on the tracks. But the noise of the waterfall behind you, water crashing down, throwing up mist, again, it's drowning out a lot of the sounds down at this elevation. Jason, I will describe what you see in a second, but you might already see it. As for the rest of everyone, where are we going? What's your plan?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been able to see a whole lot yet.
Well, Smoke and I would have seen where the professor turned off of, right?
Well, but it's the rock wall in the way here. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You kind of were losing sight of him for a little bit, which could be a clue in its own right that you don't see him now.
Do I hear anything down in this hallway at all?
You can make a perception check. It's going to be at disadvantage because of the waterfall.
You can have guidance on this, Smoke.
Yeah, I'm casting
Okay.
guidance on Smoke.
Professor, give me a stealth check if you would. Just straight. 7. Beautiful.
Whoa.
Well, I was having the professor do it because
Ah.
he's Oh, that's your perception.
It's still better.
Beautiful 10. You literally can perceive better than the professor in baseline. Yeah.
And guidance is a D4, right?
Yep.
Rogues, man.
Right now, her home is on a pirate ship. It's not even theirs anymore.
Right. It's sailing across the sea with strangers living on it.
The gall of them.
The audacity.
Oh my god. Yeah, for sure.
Sounds like somebody's noping
Smoke.
out of something.
As you're looking around trying to figure out which way the professor might have gone, listening for sounds, you hear a scraping and a scuffling coming from the tunnel below you, to the south of you. And as you look over, as you peek around the corner and take a look in, you see the professor on his belly crawling up the tunnel towards you guys.
Horrifying. Smoke is just like looking you in the eye. Like, why are you at my level? Why are you down here?
Does Smoke get the big dilated eyes? Does Smoke's tail poof out like a cat does when it gets all
Absolutely.
back?
Yep. Smoke will be like, dragon? Is that what you're trying to say? Dragon? Smoke is gonna look at Tenzien. Hey, we found the dragon.
Tenzin will kind of like look past and he's like kind of shrug, like, I don't see it. What are you talking about? Because he didn't follow what
Oh no.
the professor was saying. And then it takes him a little bit. He thinks, oh, and then gives you a thumbs up.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't the dragon what we are looking for in here, though?
Dragon's exactly what we're looking for. I would
No, Professor, when you crawled to the edge, you crawled to the edge of the cavern, or the cliff in this cavern, and were able to look down. And it was much quieter in here than because there's winding tunnels, so the sound doesn't quite carry. It's more of a normal volume. 25-foot cliff down, and you saw the dragon. You saw a young red dragon, just curling there. He was awake, kind of picking through something with one of his claws, atop a large pile of coins, mixed coins. A number of other things in the room as well. What you also would have noticed is down where the dragon was a tunnel heading to the north from him. So you would have just seen that, but it was down at his level rather than up on your level, so to speak. Cool. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, you found the dragon. You as you were crawling up to the edge, you saw that, kind of glanced around a little bit, and then started to back up, and you knocked a couple rocks free that went tumbling. And the dragon kind of snorted and looked over, and you held your breath tensely, but then he kind of just looked away. Almost like he was expecting some sort of sound, maybe, but you weren't it, so he went back to what he was doing, and you scrambled back. and then went through your mime game with the rest of the party. So, what do you guys want to do?
Should we try to sneak up on the dragon?
The dragon is awake. There will be, if there's anyone that's going to be able to get a first strike in, it would be you, Smoke.
If we have the vantage of height, why not divide the party just a little bit? You know, have some of our front runners being ground level with it, while some maybe take up on the cliffside and pelt it with arrows and whatnot.
How far away is the dragon from the cliff?
That's a question for Benmus right there, Professor.
Professor? Yes, which is very wise of you, Master Dwarf. But how far away is the dragon from your lookout point? Smoke, do you want to take a look?
Sure.
Ask guidance on Smoke once again to aid in her stealth check.
Nathan, you're...
Sure. Yeah, Christina, go ahead and make me a stealth check as well.
Okay.
All right. So Smoke, what are you up to?
I'm going to try to sneak over to the edge and see if I can kind of gauge how far the dragon is, maybe if there's other entrances into the room.
All right.
Oh, okay, cool. Then try to gauge how far away the dragon is from the edge. It's good to know. That's good to know.
The height of this cavern, I suppose that's an important piece of information to have. This cavern is it going to tell me? Or I get to decide? I get to decide. So the roof of this cavern is about, let's see if that's 25. The roof of this cavern is about 80 feet up, including the little platform you're on. Like, not necessarily the tunnel here, but it really opens up, and this becomes a big cavernous space. About 80 feet tall. 80 feet from the ground, so, 55 above you.
Cool. Anything else of interest stand out about the room, or just...
Perception check. Okay. Looking around, the pile of coins that the dragon is sitting on is tens of thousands of coins. It's a lot of coinage down there. You see a handful of other miscellaneous treasures mixed in. A couple of little boxes, little stuff. There are crates in the corner, but they don't necessarily look like they're part of the treasure. Like, the dragon seems to be enjoying the things around him. But mixed in with the coin, you see a couple of little boxes, a little wooden crate here, something like that as well. these rocks here are maybe, they're maybe like little 8-10 foot pillars. They don't actually reach all the way to the ceiling. But yeah, it's basically the dragon here. Lots of bones scatter the floor. Whatever the dragon's been hunting. It's him and his treasure. And there is no signs of kobolds sleeping down here or having artifacts down here or things like that. So the dragon, you're pretty certain the dragon doesn't let them remain for very long down here.
Good to know. And no like smoldering remains or anything like that.
Not at the moment. I mean, there are remains, but nothing fresh.
Awesome. I'll sneak back and I'll relay that information to the rest of the team and let them know that there might be something along one of the tracks up top that leads around.
Also, I'll throw out again on this wall right here. Professor saw this and described it to him, but you guys see a number of pegs in the wall with 4 capes, deep red capes that are made of some sort of dragon hide, and then not dragon hide, dinosaur hide, and then 4 wooden masks that are carved in rather, they're like ceremonial, but they're rather intimidating, ferocious looking masks. Anyway, that's all.
I'm going to keep that in mind and I'm going to come back and take one later.
All right, what you guys thinking? Is that the only place we're exploring?
Looking further, so Tenzin, while this is happening, might like quietly step up here. Is there a way to get down after like Smoke has said, "Hey, there's an entrance to the north"?
Sure. So the looking at the carts here, this is a raised track. It's kind of flat that runs off towards a tunnel up there, runs into the waterfall. The waterfall just falls directly on the tracks. You see a dead kobold right about here that the professor shot. This track, on the other hand, goes down, goes all the way down to the ground, and has like a stopper at the bottom for the cart, like a bumper. But this left-hand track goes all the way down to ground level.
So then Tenzin, kind of seeing that, will kind of like motion towards Gerald, Thoridne, and Vorn and himself. It's thinking like they go down and go through this entrance, while then Christina, Smoke, and the professor stay up top, and maybe like we pincer attack, like maybe you guys pop out and start shooting the dragon once we kind of rush at it, sort of thing.
That's definitely an option. What I will let Tenzin know is that the cliff down to where the dragon is about I'm assuming a 25-foot drop.
Correct.
And the other entrance does come out pretty close to the gold hoard. So you're not like across the room, you're like next door.
Well, I guess that's fine, but and Tenzin kind of just will shrug. Eric will then say, "You're just trying to build a pincer attack. That's all."
No, that's fair. No, I just wanted you to have all the information. So
that's what we were talking about, or what I was talking about earlier, right? Where you have some people go down this tunnel by up on top of the cliff, and I'm assuming eventually make it all the way down to like, I'm assuming that's kind of the north section over there.
Mm-hmm. I guess DM, could we? Is this the door that leads to the same cavern that this one goes to, or
seems like it?
Then yeah, I would just say Thoridne, because he's like the healer and will be taking most of the frontline damage, sort of thing. Maybe he comes with us this way, and then you more ranged folk stay up top.
I will be going with you, Master Dwarf. Or what I'll be using in this fight, I have to be within 40 feet to be effective.
Oh, well then maybe just Smoke and the professor stay up there then and just shoot with arrows.
That's an option.
Speaking of the professor, does he want to heal? I don't know what his HP is at, but he fell down.
Actually, thinking about it, would we want to do like a quick short rest if we can find a safe spot? Maybe go up the track a little bit into an alcove, rest for like an hour, then come back?
Well, Master Dwarf, if we do that, my spell will wear off.
Oh.
Yeah, we're a little speedier right now. I can just cast a healing word at level 1. We could see where that goes for Benmus. Well, that's sad.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but
Do you want another one? That's just 5, yeah.
Don't worry. I save your spells, Master Dwarf. I can cast cure wounds at level 1.
I also have a potion of healing if you want that.
well, I'm down.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pass this potion of healing over towards the professor and Smoke. Since they're going to be up there, I may or may not be able to reach them with like a healing word or something. I'm assuming I might be able to, but just in case, they at least have something if they need to
Perfect.
not die.
Perfect.
So I'm going to remove this potion of healing out of my inventory, and somebody else needs to pick it up.
I'll put it in mine.
All right. All right, easy enough. So now we're splitting it up.
All right. Anyone who's going north, just move your token out onto this walkway here, just so it's easy for me to see what we're doing.
Also, Master Dwarf, this will aid you as well. And she will walk up to Tenzin and put her hand on his axe and enchant cast her last level 2 spell of magic weapon.
Ooh, that's nice. Especially if you don't have magic weapons right now.
The magic weapon is concentration, yes?
Yep.
Yeah, would that take over Longstrider? Or...
No, Longstrider's not, but magic. I'm just making sure to remember that Christina is concentrating.
So this then effectively acts as like a +1 axe?
Yeah, so +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which isn't bad. That's a nice deal, especially at low levels when you don't have magic weapons yet.
I'm going to put this little frozen icon on you, Christina. That'll mark that you're concentrating.
Okay.
You look like the Empire. You had some module installed that gave you different icons than I have. I'm using vanilla. Unless you can find
and
it.
Gronk. Go with Master Tenzin.
Okay, so Smoke and the Professor are coming up top. And everyone else is going down?
That's the plan.
All right. So, in truth, what you guys... Oh, what's up? Well, where are the 2 robots going? Down?
Down with us, yeah.
Okay. So, so you grab these the ceremonial masks and robes and cloaks and hand those to Gerald, Christina, Thoridne, and Tenzin. Be like, hey. The professor hands you clothes.
Okay.
Tenzin will sniff it, and then like hand it back to the professor.
Smells like kobold.
He kind of just like tilts his head at you, like, huh?
Master Dwarf, it means that we may be able to ruse our way closer before combat is initiated. The closer the 3 of you are, more likelihood that you can deal critical wounds to the beast.
feel like you use a bunch of big words that Tenzin's not going to understand.
Exactly. Yep. That is exactly
Tenzin
what's
just starts
happening.
walking away mid-sentence, like, yeah.
I get the idea. I'll put it on.
Gerald will also put on the cloak and mask and over his armor, and then he will grab the cloak and mask that Tenzin gave back and kind of run towards Tenzin and be like, "Hang on, put this on."
Well,
I really like showing your bare chest, but come on.
He'll kind of just like, okay, I guess, and let you do it, or like he'll just copy you now that someone else has done it for him.
Legitimate question here. They smell like kobolds. Are they the size of kobolds? And Gerald just has like a shoulder duster on now.
That is correct.
Great. I love it.
Perfect.
All the
Danny in the
deception.
background
It's still going
dying.
to work.
That was not me.
That was me.
Was that Emma?
No, that was me.
Oh.
Love that.
Yeah, that is correct. These are kobold-sized cloaks.
They don't really fit any of us.
Those
That's
are
a goblins. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about putting on my own mask, but it's kobold masks, not goblin masks.
All right, Nathan, what do you need from us?
All right, so using Christina as my puppet here, you guys walk down the rail all the way down to the ground floor, and you come out and see the large pool of water and the pillar of stone, and you're able to walk underneath these tracks and make your way over to this tunnel that you see going south. Oops, bring Gerald out too.
As we go, you said we were. Excuse me. There was bones and stuff. Are there bones here, or is it only in
here? Yeah, so that was describing the dragon room to Smoke. Out here, I mean, pretty much all sound that takes over here is the crashing water. So it's very loud, echoey, down at this elevation. You see about a dozen charred skeletons littering the floor. They're on the smaller side. They look like they're dwarven skeletons.
As we pass that, Tenzin will bend, will like take a knee next to them and like just slightly touch.
Looking at them, about 8 of them are ancient. They're covered with calcium deposits. They've been here a long time. 4 of the other 4 are a little fresher. They're not fresh, but they look like they've been here on the scale of like 2 or 3 years rather than 40, 50 years, if that makes sense. But yeah, about a dozen skeletons. They've long since been stripped of anything valuable, probably by the kobolds. I think you also see a handful of very fresh winged kobold bodies here that you guys just killed.
Good.
Yeah. You see a fishing net rolled up near the pool of water nearby. Yeah, it's not a decorated cavern. Kobold sensibilities. So, okay, this passage is wide enough for, I'd say, 2 people to go shoulder to shoulder. So what are we feeling on order here? Do you guys want to be all bunched up? What's the plan?
I would think maybe we could send in Vorn first, and then like Gerald, maybe send Vorn one direction or the other to kind of get the dragon's attention, and then Gerald and Tenzin, and then the other 2 maybe like 10 feet after us, sort of thing. Just to
Christina's going to be in the back for sure.
Yeah,
like she's going to be the last person in. So it'll probably come down to like who wants to go first.
Or I guess maybe Gerald and Tenzin could go in first, and then we split up, so we kind of divert the dragon's attention, and then Vorn is like the hammer that comes in after us. Could be a
Okay.
thing.
Oh, hold on. How many can I do this to? This is important. I should do this. Yeah, I should actually 100% cast heroism. Only up to one creature. Okay, I'll cast it at 2nd level, so I'll give it to 2 people. Who wants heroism? Because I'm thinking of giving it to Tenzin and Gerald.
That's probably your best bet, right?
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm casting it.
Sweet. Thanks.
Yeah. Christina brings out her musket from the rifle,
There you go.
leather rifle case that she's been carrying.
Okay, Thoridne, so you're now concentrating on heroism.
I'm concentrating on heroism.
Okay.
Which means that now Gerald and Tenzin have some temp HP, and more importantly, they are immune to fear.
It lasts for 1 minute. Just FYI.
Yes. Or until I lose concentration. One of the two. We'll see.
So maybe you cast that right before we run in.
Yeah, that'll be basically right then.
Cool.
So he's casting it, but not quite yet. It's like when we
That's
say go time,
basically-
he's
yeah.
gonna cast it, and then we sprint in, sort of thing, probably.
So what do we want to do? Do we want Tenzin and Gerald to go in first, and then Vorn, and then we split up, and then Vorn
If Vorn
come
goes
in after? Or do we want Vorn to go first?
If Vorn goes in, like at least the 2 of you potentially could stealth a little bit further. I would say have the 2 of you go in, then Vorn, then me, and then Christina.
Okay.
And Gonk.
I will say
So
the two,
Gronk will
the two
will go
fastest
in
in your
with-
party are Tenzin and Gonk. The 2 fastest.
Okay.
Yeah, 45 feet. So then Tenzin will kind of make the pantomime that Tenzin would go around on the far side, and Gerald would maybe stay on the near side since Tenzin has more speed. But then I guess, yeah, Tenzin and Gerald, let's start sneaky.
Let's go.
Well, here it is.
Yeah, what's up? Sure. Good berries.
Thank you.
They take 1 action to consume. They heal 1 hit point. All right. So we're doing Tenzin and Gerald in the front,
Mm-hmm.
and we're doing
Oh, then it's probably Vorn. So let me
Vorn.
get out of the way.
Okay. And and then Vorn, I suppose. And then Gonk and Thoridne and Christina. I guess the 3 of you just kind of milling nearby.
Yeah.
Yep.
More or less coming in behind them.
Okay. How are you coordinating with the other team?
I think we probably would have said that basically once Tenzin gives his like battle rage shout, like he's going into a rage, that would be the trigger for those 2 to pop out and start shooting, sort of thing.
Yeah, Smoke is operating under the assumption from what she's seen of Tenzin fighting that he is going to run in making a lot of noise. And when he does, that's when she'll jump in and start firing.
He may not make a lot of noise running in, but when he starts swinging, he'll make a lot of noise.
I was also thinking, like, do we sneak in and like hide right here? I like it.
That's pretty conspicuous, though, isn't it?
I would say hold on to that.
All right. Roll me a nature check.
Nice.
that thought occurs to you, but a lot of dragons develop that as they get older. Some of the younger ones, this one, based on the size, you're expecting to be younger, probably wouldn't have a true sight. It can probably still have a blind sense, especially with its sense of smell and things like that. But those are usually shorter ranges, like 30 feet on a blind sight. Mm-hmm. That's okay. So, you guys are waiting until you hear Tenzin?
Yeah, but just to prepare, I'll pop up to this square.
Okay, stealth for me. 10, all right.
Perfection.
Professor afraid? Slightly.
All right, let's roll initiative.
I
See
guess
how this plays out.
Yeah, and then I guess initially Tenzin was kind of going to hold up the finger to Gerald, and then like see if we could sneak as far as we can.
Okay.
I did.
No!
Wow. Smoke. How could you?
I know, right?
All right, and Katie, what'd you roll?
Sorry, I was helping my mom get Emma moving. Bullshit. Wow.
All right.
I don't like it.
And to do it correctly this time, because I screwed up the last combat. If you want to roll for Vorn, because unlike Gonk, who's controlled by Christina, Vorn is somewhat independent. Which I think it's his initiative would be Dex, so -1. And I'll roll the dragon. There's my dragon.
You know what? This initiative makes sense, though, because we're relying on Tenzin to tell us when to start. So.
Do you want me to roll a separate initiative for Vorn or no?
He said yes.
Yeah, if you could.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if he's Dex -1, right? The Dex of 8. Okay. I still don't know why those come through as secret, but oh well. What was that? Oh, that was me typing random stuff. Okay. Right. Rolling the dragon's initiative. Yar.
Oh no.
Of course.
Fun.
Uh-oh. So yeah, Tenzin would like to try and stealth in there first, if we can.
Tenzin, you have the higher initiative. You have the higher Dex. All right. So to start this combat, Tenzin. These smoke rolls of stealth. Tenzin and no, actually, you know what? Everybody stealth. Let's just do it all. Everybody stealth. That'll just be easier to figure out.
tie.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So I got a 19. Smoke had yours from earlier, right? The 10 up there.
Oh, I re-rolled again too. So
Oh, sorry. You were the one person that hadn't rolled, or that had already rolled.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I was getting everyone else with you. Professor had a 20, a 4, a 20, a 3. Okay. And so that's, how does that add up? So Tenzin succeeds. Christina is good. Vorn didn't roll. Thoridne. Can you roll a Vorn for me, Katie? Sorry, I'm running down in order. I think by Thoridne. Okay. Yeah. Tenzin, you're going to be hidden for whatever you're doing. But it's definitely given away, I think, by the time everyone else tries to charge in the chamber. You're going to get maybe... You're going to get maybe... here? Can Gerald see? Gerald can't see shit. I love it. Yeah, you're going to get maybe here before Vorn gives it away. You guys can move up closer if you want to. I don't know who's going in front. Or do you guys want to be up front like that? You guys are going to get about here, and then combat starts. It's not going to be a surprise round, but Tenzin, you do get about that close. And the dragon's on the ground. Unless you guys were planning something completely different.
Nope. It's probably about as good as we can get. Now, I think there might have been, like, those guys might have been more space between us. Like, maybe, like, Vorn.
Yeah, I was going to say, space yourselves out if you want to. But this was... that's about as far as sneak as we get. So, Thoridne and Christina, were you two planning on being up close with Vorn?
I was
Zach, are you
going
muted?
to let them pass so that the dragon won't hopefully notice me until after I start dealing damage.
Place yourself. Are you starting there?
No, this is I'm good with being here. I kind of assumed that once it's my turn, I'll move in.
Okay.
But yeah, dragons have breath weapons, and I don't want to be in a nice little line for it.
Okay. Christina, you're good with your and Gonk's placement?
Gronk is going to follow the main fighters.
When we start combat, he's in that square? Or did you want him to start elsewhere?
He's going to start there, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, me?
All right, kick us off, Tenzin.
Okay.
You guys, no talk, all axe. What's going on?
I guess sort of seeing the dragon maybe perhaps notice somebody else, or like starting to react.
The head whips up at a clunk from Vorn down the hallway.
Tenzin will just take off sprinting, so he'll use 25 of his 45 feet to kind of go across the dragon's front. Is he super high on top of the pile? Like I can't reach him, or is he?
Nah.
Or is he like within range there? Okay.
The pile's sloped. Like it probably comes like 5 feet off the ground, if that. But it's sloped. So once you're next to him, you're next to him.
Okay. And then as I kind of get to this corner, I'm going to actually use another 10 feet to come around this way. I'm going to bonus action rage and let out a bellowing roar to kind of signal to everyone that we should get started. And then 2 access attacks. We'll see what happens. And then, yeah, I'm going to be stupid. I'm going to do reckless.
with disadvantage.
Nathan, you didn't hit your button.
While you're doing that, Professor, if you could make me a perception check with disadvantage. All right, sorry. Crit.
Okay.
Nice.
So that is add another. I think I did the thing right for the magic. I did. So add another 2. So that's 13 damage in the first strike.
All right. What is this button? That's apply quarter damage. Oh, that's for applying stuff. Okay, I see. Oh, there's a little plus button to click to apply to make critical. That's cute. I don't think it rolled the crit damage, did it?
It did not. All right, here. Let me. Do I hit the plus button there?
Should be able to.
Another 3. So that's 14 plus the 2 from rage damage. So 16 total for the first strike.
Excellent.
And then the second strike, I assume, would hit with the 22.
22 hits as well.
Right, and then that's a flat 10 with it.
With the rage. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. All right. Tenzien roars and runs into the chamber and just starts hacking away at the dragon, circling around, going for this kind of surprise strike. Smoke, you see him run in knowing that's your cue. Professor, you don't hear the roar yet. Just because I think it's funny. But as you see Smoke start to move to run in because she saw the cue, then you hear the dragon roar. As a loud dragon bellow goes up through the chamber, and you all hear that. More dwarves thinking they can best me. Let's see how you fare, little one. Let's see how you taste. And the dragon, the dragon, he heard the other sound. So he's going to... He's going to try to grapple you, Tenzien.
Ooh, let's do it. This is going to be crazy.
He's just going to try and grab you. Yeah. So athletics or acrobatics, your choice, against his athletics.
26.
26.
Almost a critical. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, why is it self-rolling? He gets a 26. Oh shit! What happens when it's contested? When it's tied? I don't know. I always just win. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
I feel like I should know this.
Ties are. I want to say ties go to the person defending, but I could be wrong.
Oh, okay. When you want to grab a creature, you make a special melee attack to grapple if you're able to. Okay. Target of your grapple.
If the contest results in a tie, the situation remains the same as it was before the contest. Thus, one contestant might win by default. So I guess I win by default because I wasn't grappled beforehand.
Yeah. If you succeed, you subject the target to the grapple condition. Depending the section. Yeah. Okay. So it defaults. So if you had already been grappled and you were trying to escape, you would fail. But okay. So it's almost like the defender wins, so to speak.
What? Somebody just
defending the status quo. Okay. Cool. So he tries to grab you.
She's just over there.
You push back against him, but knock it back. Yeah. And then he, with his other claw, tries to rake at you with a multi attack. You know.
Okay, he has advantage because I did rage.
Rage? You reckless? Is that?
Yes, I reckless.
Okay, cool.
That's how I got the crit. So,
I'm just making sure I understand what happened. So with a claw, he rakes at you with a 26 to your armor class.
That hits.
And the damage is 10 slashing damage.
So
That was actually really low. Wow.
yeah, I'm like, wow. So that's reduced to 5 because I'm raging, and then the first 4 of that goes to my temp HP, so I take 1.
Nice. Nice heroism. Nice. And Thoridne, for the record, with your heroism, I'm assuming you cast that as you guys were coming in. So
That
you're
is
going to get
correct.
so at that on your turn on round 10 or whatever, it's going to expire. So instead of being round 11,
unless I
it's going to
get
be round
hit
10.
and it goes away. Yeah.
Yeah, just saying. If we even last that long. The dragon tries to grab you with one, you push it off, the other claw scrapes at you, and then the head comes in to bite. And that's his third attack. The bite with advantage because reckless, 25.
Yes.
Deals... that button still doesn't work. Okay. It deals 10 piercing damage, and really? His 2d10 rolls a 4. Are you kidding me? Anyway, he rolls 10 piercing damage and 3 fire damage.
So the 10's reduced to 5, plus the 3 is flat, so I'll take 8, so I'm at 50.
Beautiful. And the dragon... Yeah, he'll stay there for the moment. No, actually. No, he's going to jump. He's going to leave your threatened range.
Okay. I don't get reckless on this one. It's just a regular flat roll, right?
Yeah. 15 glances off his armor. His scaly natural armor.
I just see this giant, like, mystery icon floating in front of me.
Gerald, the room ahead of you is dark.
Oh no!
Tenzien runs off into it. And then you can kind of just sense this large being ahead of you as it crunches across coins and metal on the ground. You can hear it right in front of you. Christina, your go.
Just hot breath in the dark blowing on your face, Katie.
So Christina is going to go around the corner, not expecting the room to be dark. Like Gerald.
My favorites.
But Christina has a light source, so she has the torch.
She had the torch in your offhand, yeah.
You can't make it that far, Belle. Go around the corner first.
Yeah, so that's 10. And then, oh, come on. So I can get there. Okay.
You could, if there wasn't a dragon in the way.
Oh, there's a dragon right there.
Yep.
And with the light, you should be able to see that far, at least 20
you can step over here if you'd like.
Yes, please. Okay. So with the light, Christina's eyes just go wide with seeing a dragon for the first time. And so for her first action, she's going to actually throw the torch at the dragon's feet so that she can use both of her hands to handle her musket.
Make a roll a d20 and add your dex. Let's do a dexterity check real quick. Okay, cool. So you're tossing the torch, not enough to really deal any damage, but you toss the torch over next to Gerald on the ground, next to the dragon.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we can see.
Let me make this light source bigger. One moment. Okay, you toss that on the ground.
Yeah. My screen is black, so I need to refresh.
Oh no. Yeah, Gerald, you sense something in the darkness, and then a light shines behind you, and the dragon is in your face.
Yeah, so everyone within earshot will just hear Gerald go.
All right, Christina, any bonus actions for you or anything?
Yeah, for my bonus action, Gronk, sick that beast. Gronk, as Gronk moves forward.
But unfortunately, Gronk is having trouble finding a way through the cavern without to be able to get to the front. You've all kind of packed into this tight cavern here.
Okay. And then, does Christina have line of sights on the dragon that where she doesn't accidentally hit Born?
Yeah, it's more like half cover. Like Born is taking up so much space, the dragon would have +2 to its AC. But other than that, yeah, you have line of sight.
Okay. She will take aim with the rifle now that her other hand is free, or the musket,
rifle.
and
Okay.
it's going to use her rifle for the very first time in the presence of this party.
All right, take a shot.
Oh, of course.
A 10 does not hit. Doesn't hit Vorn either.
With a loud crack. The sound of the gunshot just echoes off the cave's walls.
Chaos has broken out. Professor, you definitely hear that. All right. Any more movement for you, Christina? You stepping back or anything?
Well, since... Can I use my bonus action since I can't move Gronk forward to reload?
Sure. I don't actually know how rifles work.
Yeah, so
I'll look that up.
with my in infuse, I can fire twice before I have to reload. But since I only threw the torch,
yeah, I'll look it up real quick. But I assume you've only shot once, so well, you do have extra attack. Do you need to shoot again?
Well, I threw.
Well, you threw the torch. That's right. All right. Are you stepping back or anything, or you stay right there?
She is going to take a step back so she can reload in safety without getting burned.
Okay. Vorn.
Cool.
Katie.
So, Vorn is going to try shoving the dragon.
Shove it. Okay. I'll let you do it from there. Yeah. Squeeze on up and just try and push. Make me a athletics check for Vorn. So athletics or strength if he doesn't have that.
So all I have is just like the basic stats. I don't have like all the fun.
I don't think he's trained in anything. I don't think a shield guardian's trained.
Yeah, so it'll just be a strength roll.
I'll double check real quick, but yeah, it's probably just a strength roll. Yeah, he doesn't have any skills, so. Contested by the dragons, either strength or dex. He's going to do strength as well. Battle of strengths here. Another 26. Hot damn. Woo, that was... I swear I didn't do that on purpose.
That's okay. So then,
I love this image though, Vorn, right over your head.
Then since he has his like dummy arm, can I go ahead and do his second attack with his dummy arm? I think we decided it was going to be like a 1d4 since it's not his true arm.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So another strength roll.
Tries to shove, dragon pushes back, and then Vorn tries to deck him. With a 16 does not hit. The wooden arm strikes into the armor, but it doesn't seem to get any purchase in the tough scales with the wood. Yeah. Vorn just locked there over your head, trying to shove the dragon back.
Valiant.
All right.
effort.
Any movement or anything for you?
No, Vorn's gonna stay put.
All right, Thoridne.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move, I guess, at least here. So 10 feet. Oh, cool. I see everything. We're going to go ahead and start with, how far can I cast this? Bonus action. I'm going to put my spiritual weapon right here. So we're just going to cast that real quick. Oh, and yeah, I guess a bonus action, and it goes for it, which is 10 versus AC, I think is a miss, sadly. But I still have my action.
I'm sorry, you can move the spiritual weapon if you need to.
Okay. Yeah, that's right where I want it for now.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm gonna have that there, and then it missed, sad, but I still have an action myself. I'm gonna do Sacred Flame. I need to do a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC is 15.
16.
Damn. Nope. No damage then. All right. Cool.
What are these rolls? The only person to succeed so far is Tenzin.
Yo.
All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and then use 15 feet to move back because I don't want to be in line of range, line of sight,
All
or
right.
whatever. So I'm done. We're good.
Professor, you definitely heard a dragon roar and a gunshot. I will say, because of the elevation between the two chambers, you'll probably need to be right up at the edge. Both of you to fire. Yeah. Beautiful. A 9 does not. A 9 does not. Oh. Goodness. What, when you hit a creature, you can mark them? Is that the favorite foe? Gotcha. The next time you hit that creature on this turn, you're not making any more attacks this turn. Yeah, you do it at the start of your turn. That's okay. Convenient that you failed to remember it because it would have been wasted, so that's nice. Oh, actually, is that infinite usage?
Yeah, for Planet Warrior, yeah.
Next time you hit the creature.
But it only affects the next attack, so it doesn't hit for extra attack like.
And it takes your bonus action every turn, but it's infinite uses. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, sorry. And that was your movement. That was everything. Beautiful. Smoke.
Okay, I'm gonna come up to the edge. Now, I'm gonna bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage.
You've moved. Steady aim requires you to not move.
So as a bonus action, I can use this only. Ah, gotcha. Rude. Okay, well, in that case,
You want to try your subclass thingy bonus action?
wouldn't I get that any? It just gives me sneak attack. It doesn't give me advantage.
Right.
Gerald's already by the dragon. So
Yeah. So I wouldn't need to use insightful fighting because I already get sneak attack on it.
Are we supposed to be getting an advantage since Tenzien is raging?
No, because the dragon moved out of my attack range,
And I think
it's only
for melee, right?
only for melee as well. So,
Hey, somebody succeeded.
Nice.
Sneak attack.
Oh wait, did that only roll a crit? Oh, hold on, one sec.
That was 2d6 plus 4. Yeah. So I think that was only the weapon damage.
No, that was only the crit damage because I said roll as crit.
Yeah, it rolled the dagger or it rolled the arrow and the crit, but it didn't roll any sneak attack.
That's so weird. Okay, hold on.
yeah, because you should get effectively like 66 from your sneak attack on that one.
Yeah, so your sneak attack's 3d6, so just roll 66. Yeah, that's a 3d6, and that's a 3d6.
All of those.
All right, so 12 plus 9. Beautiful. That's a 21. 21 damage on the crit. Because the 10, unfortunately, wasn't necessary.
Got it.
All right. That was a move. That was an action. Do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
Sure. I'll stay on my same spot, but I'll like lay flat on the ground. I'll take a page out of the professor's book, and I'll try to bonus action hide.
Okay. And actually, in hindsight, you were hidden, sort of. So I suppose you would have had advantage on that attack, but it was a crit, so advantage is useless.
Yeah, fair.
In hindsight, yeah. Hide, stealth. Okay. You think you're hidden?
Yeah, probably not. I just have to be smaller than the professor, really.
Ready, Gerald?
Cool. So for my action, I am going to use my Channel Divinity to activate Sacred Weapon. So as an action, you can imbue a weapon with positive energy. For 1 minute, the weapon is considered magical, and you add a +3 to attack rolls. And it emits bright light for 20 feet and dim light for 20 feet beyond that. And I can end the effect as any other part of an action, or if I'm no longer holding the weapon. So I'm going to do that.
All right, let me light you up. So you're adding your charisma to attacks and attack rolls, just attack rolls.
Just attack rolls. Yep.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to cast Divine Favor. So my prayer empowers me with Divine Radiance until my spell ends. Weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit.
This is a bonus action?
Sure is.
Nice. It's called what? It's called
Divine Favor. Ignore that.
Oh, it's a spell. Yes.
Yeah. So that is a first level spell. And then I have extra attack, so I'm going to go ahead and attack the dragon.
It was an action to do the Channel Divinity, I believe. Or
Yes.
do you get a free attack when you do that? I don't know.
No, it was my action. Sorry.
Okay, so, and that lasts for Sacred Weapon for 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute on the Sacred Weapon, 1 minute on the Divine Favor. Divine Favor is concentration. All right. Beautiful.
Then I...
Buffed up.
Yeah. And then is this like a rock in the way there?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I don't even know if it is. It basically makes it so Vorn can't squeeze through there. Other than that, it's not really worth anything. It goes about 10 feet up. Just kind of.
Can I like step around this area?
Make me a athletics or acrobatics. Make me one of those. Just see if you can squeeze past the dragon. Beautiful. Done. You squeeze around the corner.
Okay. Then that is my turn.
Alrighty. Top of the round, Tenzin. Oh, actually, hold up. Before you go, Tenzin, it is just about 7:30. Everyone, did we want to stop here at the top of the round? How are we feeling?
Yes, because I need to put Emma to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, we had a little fun running around after kobolds. Just panicked, chase down, hunt them, everything, and now we're fighting a dragon.
Cool.
Who hasn't used a breath weapon yet?
It's very exciting. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
I'm hoping that Vorn being right there is just going to draw all of his attention and we can just keep peppering him.
There's a reason why I kind of was like, I'm going to not have line of sight to this dragon.
Right.
Last thing I need is be right behind Vorn when it decides to breath weapon everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do something very different if I had succeeded on the grapple with Tenzin, but man, matched
Were you gonna
strength with a
eat
dragon.
him?
I was going to fly up 80 feet in the air.
Drop him. Yeah, it's the smartest thing to do.
Did you just do what's that move in Pokemon?
You mean Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, there's a move in Pokemon.
No,
where
there's
they
a
have
move in
animated.
Pokemon. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Seismic toss.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no, I was just going to fly up and dunk him. Like, that was the plan.
But nope. I fought off your claws, buddy.
It's so basketball shaped.
I can't. I'm sorry. Ten's in the shape of a basketball.
He does have a pretty barrel of a chest, I would assume.
I love
his
it.
Constitution.
Right?
So.
I love it.
Alrighty, guys. Well, this should be interesting. Yeah, we'll fight the dragon next week, and then find out what else is down here in this mine.
Okay. We're all good next week with everyone? No issues?
I don't think so.
Chris, how you feeling next week? You in?
I'm going to be in
be
St.
able to.
Louis at the time.
You're not here next week?
I may be able to, but we'll see. I'm going to be spending time with our little sister.
Gotcha. Zach, Jason, anything fancy for you guys?
I'm good. I should be able to make it.
Okay. We might play without you, and somebody will just Jaeger you, but
Okay.
it might be me. Might actually be Jason, because Jason, you know how battlesmiths play. So we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. See you guys next week.
All right, y'all have a good one then.
Bye.
Bye guys. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.